Hi there, I'm not really here, I'm still on holiday. But fear not, I wouldn't want to leave you guys all alone. So I reached out to some of my friends, some fellow creators, to see if they would produce some content for you guys to look at until I'm back. One of those is a great channel, Mr.42, criminally undersubscribed. So please, don't forget to check out his channel after this one. So, I guess we better hand over to you, Mr.42, and roll VT.
Oh, hi there. That was unexpected. I was just researching CGI technology of the 70s. Yes, one moment. When Mr. Sensible offered to cover one of his time slots during his holiday, I immediately accepted. I think it's a great honor, and a little bit of self-promotion doesn't hurt either. But it also put me in a bit of a conundrum. My regular viewers will know that I do fast reaction videos, sometimes within 2 hours. That doesn't quite work for this scheduled video, so I had to search for other options. And I think I found some candy for you guys. 3 flat earthers failing with maps and globes. First up, we have DITRH.
Official.
No, not official, just DITRH. I'll handle this. Let's call him Dave to make it easier. Dave is gonna show us a picture of the Earth and he's gonna measure it. Let's see where that leads him.
The funny thing is, people like the photos of Earth. NASA admits they don't have any photos of Earth.
That is a lie, and NASA never said such nonsense. This is a single picture of Earth taken in 1972 on Apollo 17 from a distance of about 29,000 kilometers or 18,000 miles, using a 70mm Hasselblad camera with an 80mm size lens.
Do you need me to repeat that? NASA admits they don't have any photos of Earth.
This picture was taken in July 2015 by the Deep Space Climate Observatory, marking the first full-disk Earth image released by the space agency since the Apollo era. It shows the full sunlit side of Earth from 1.5 million kilometers or 970,000 miles away, centered on the Americas.
And the famous photo, which is called the Blue Marble, was on everyone's iPhone. Great hypnosis right there. Is made in Photoshop.
No, it was modified in Photoshop.
Robert Simmons, the NASA visual artist, I'm sure you've talked about it, says he made it in Photoshop. He hit Command Z a lot. He talked about how he just got data. He's like, oh, there's extra plankton here. I'll make that greener. And this is a desert, so I'll make that browner. And he stepped and repeated the clouds. He was lazy. He used the same clouds again and again. All right. And it's made in Photoshop, period.
The image is a composite of 4 months of light data collected in 2300 kilometers or 1429 miles wide bands as NASA's Terra satellite orbited from pole to pole. That data was then stitched together and applied to the surface of a digital ball, the components of which are on screen right now. Only then was it modified in Photoshop. Simon readily admits there are numerous fakeries in his image. The atmosphere is Photoshop blur. Some of the clouds are colored together using Photoshop clone tool to cover gaps in the satellite coverage. The black area around the Earth is not the void of space. It is simply a background of black color that Simon placed the Earth on top of. It's basically the same process as taking a panorama with your smartphone. It's still composed of real images, just stitched together digitally.
Right? And the other problem is they can't, then after that they came out with another photo. Look at the size of America. Look at the size of America. And people go, well, that's focal length, because, we're closer and it's tilted and you can, make the sizes look a little different.
You know, Dave, there are experiments you can do for yourself, here on Earth. All you need is a camera. Play around with distance and focal length and you can see how it changes the result.
But if you actually do something that we can verify because we're here on Earth.
Oh, let me guess. Instead of a camera and a globe, you can come up with something really stupid.
You can take that shot and measure something. Well, here's a straight shot onto Mexico and Baja, and we can drive across Mexico, go across the bay in Baja, and we could scientifically prove that that's 934 miles. NASA tells us that the diameter of the Earth, a line straight through it, no curvature involved, just the diameter, 7,917 miles. Here is 934 miles on this map of theirs. I should be able to fit 8.5 of these in between these two red lines. I can't even get them on this page.
Called it something really stupid. Dave, all your numbers are somewhat correct, but you can't lay them out like a stick and measure them on a curved ball. That's just not how that works. Now let me show you a magic trick. Now it would fit, now it won't. It fits here, but not here, on the very same globe.
That's a problem.
And with that we're gonna leave Dave alone to think about his sins. The second flavor of the day is Level Earth Observer.
Official.
No, Mr. Sensible, also not official. Adam has found himself a map.
I'm often asked about maps, as we all are. As we know, full exploration is the only way. But as far as the isles that I find myself on, known as Great Britain, or the United Kingdom.
You seem confused, so here's a free geography lesson for you. Great Britain is simply the landmass that incorporates Scotland, England and Wales. The United Kingdom includes Northern Ireland and Great Britain. The British Isles also include the Republic of Ireland. You should know this as a Brit.
This is probably the best representation I've found.
Oh dear, no, don't go for bumpy earth.
Level, flat, level water. Like a level plane as such, with hills, highs, lows. Of course the sea level here will be the same as the sea level here, and here, and here, because it's level.
I have to hand it to you, Adam. That is a beautiful map. But by itself it does not prove the shape of the Earth. Just as this by itself does not prove the Earth is a globe. And this is not proof of a cubed Earth either.
So this best represents reality and is demonstrably, objectively true.
That's one of Adam's famous lines. Demonstrable reality. The only problem is, he never demonstrates anything. Do you think it will be different this time?
I can't necessarily say all the landmasses and heights. I can certainly verify all around here, especially around here. The Cotswold Hills, here, around here, and many other places. But those places I've just shown you, particularly, I can verify. The land, the lay of the land looks like that, very similar. And of course the channel.
Adam, I hate to break it to you.
No, I don't.
But that map is not even to scale. Yes, the X and Y coordinates are scaled 1 to 1.4 million, but the relief is boosted by approximately 10. How does this represent your reality again?
So if I am to give you a map, it's the world in its different sizes, the continents, the land masses, with their highs, the lows, the mountains, the hills, the valleys, all shown on a flat surface.
Only reason this is flat is to make it easy to hang on your wall.
And of course, any of that, boundaries and stuff need to be fully explored. So does the whole place.
But you fail to recognize it's not to scale. It's very human, don't get me wrong, but it does show how your own senses deceived you. That is a demonstrable reality you showed us here.
I don't entirely know exactly what's going on.
As usual, Adam is just confused about everything, so we're gonna leave him at that. And last but not... and lastly, Phuket word.
Official.
No, Mr. Sensible, go enjoy your time off. Nick speaks in long, monotone sentences, but I will try to make you not fall asleep.
It's often assumed that when we navigate or measure distances on a flat Earth compared to a globe, that things should change.
Of course, a flat surface and the surface of a ball do have different characteristics.
They don't. Observations and distances do not change. It's all a matter of interpretation.
I'm not sure I agree. Please elaborate.
So we'll just have a quick demonstration of this right here. Here I've got a map. It's a very simple map. All right. And I've got point A on this piece of land here and point B on this piece of land here. And if we measure the distance on this flat surface between the two, it's 9.5 centimeters, okay?
Okay.
So let's now get a ball, just a volleyball, and put this piece of paper on here.
Nick, do you notice all the faults?
Get our flexible ruler and measure the distance again on this sphere between A and B. Okay? It's still 9.5 centimeters.
And why exactly don't you have a point C that is not in line with A and B? Oh right, that would prove you wrong.
Okay? So,
Oh yes, move it off screen very fast, before your dishonesty is too obvious.
doesn't matter. Flat or spherical.
Oh, it matters a lot, but as usual you have issues with the third dimension.
The distances between two locations do not change.
If that was true, you could take a flat piece of paper and curve it around a ball without cuts or faults. And since that is impossible, you are wrong.
Same as this ruler, it's 30 centimeters long. You bend the ruler, it's still 30 centimeters long.
As usual, you have issues with the third dimension.
It's really all a matter of interpretation.
No, it's really all a matter of you being dishonest again.
You can believe it's on a globe, or you can take it for what it is.
Good idea. I will take it for what it is and will expose your dishonesty, lies and misunderstandings on a regular basis.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Nick. Now, for good measure, I have one more short subject. I noticed a lot of flat earthers base their beliefs on their interpretation of the Bible. So let's ask a young earth creationist if the earth is indeed flat. Here is Matt Powell. Really?
Official.
They knew back in Bible times that the earth was a globe just based on the fact that they could do simple mathematic calculations based on comets and stars out in outer space.
It doesn't happen a lot, but he got something right for a change. I also wanted to know why they think the flat earth theory is a thing. Here is Kent Hovind
Official.
with his idea.
They wanted a way to make Bible believers look stupid to the academic world. They knew they could not match the science for creation against evolution, so they decided on a totally different approach. They would get Christians to teach the earth was flat and fixed in space, not moving. They created a story about a conspiracy where NASA and the US government lied about the moon landing and the round earth. They had plenty of funding, so they began writing letters and articles, starting discussions in various formats and producing books and articles defending the flat earth. Hundreds of well-meaning Bible believers were sucked into this movement. The club still meets to plan ways to keep the movement going and to laugh at the ones who believe it.
And in your humble opinion, is it working?
If there's a conspiracy, it's to make Christians look stupid, and it's working for that.
I couldn't agree more. And with that, we've come to an end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be happy to show you all on my channel, which Mr. Sensible undoubtedly linked in the description. This has been Mr.42 out. Don't panic.
Well, thanks for that, Mr.42. Loved it. Don't forget to check his channel out. You won't regret it. Remember, it's Mr.42.
Official.
Until next time, stay sensible.
Shut up and sit down.